Hello everyone. I got a great show for you tonight. We're talking about a couple of things. But the main thing that I want to talk about today is what I'm seeing in the community, the red pill community, as the wall. People talk about the wall. And for those of you who don't know what that is, what the wall is, it's the notion that women have a period in their life where they have a lot of offers, a lot of opportunities, particularly in dating with men, whatever. And then when they hit 30 or 35, let's say, or even 40, then they hit the wall. That's what people say. Women at 30 will hit the wall. And the wall is undefeated. You've seen this all the time. And basically what this means is that when a woman hits a certain age, then they're not going to be able to have the type of men that they used to have, or the type of offers that they used to have, or the type of invitations that they used to have, because they hit some age where they're now like milk or something and are just completely expired. Nobody's going to want them ever again, whatever. And let me clue you guys in on something, just to be clear. What people don't understand, what the men that say that, oh, women are going to hit the wall, don't understand, is that when you're a pretty woman for a long time. Like the offers don't ever stop. If you're 20 years old and you're pretty, you're getting offers from so many people all the time. And as you get older, a woman who's pretty knows how to take care of themselves. Unless there's some serious situation where they become disfigured or horribly maimed or become addicted to drugs and alcohol or some other thing that would cause irreparable damage to their face and body, where they're no longer attractive, they're going to continue to get offers well into their life. My mother was a very pretty young woman, and she stayed pretty her whole life. Do you think it changes? All it changes is the as you get older as a woman, the type of men that invite you to different things, the other offers you get are from older and older, increasingly older men. And that's also, by the way, the type of men you want to date as you become increasingly older. So when you're a 20-year-old woman getting offers from 25-year-old club promoters or whatever, who the fuck thinks that at 25-year-old woman is going to want to do the same thing she was doing at 20? So pretty women continue to get offers throughout their whole life. There will always be a slightly older man or a much older man and everything in between that is going to offer to fly you out, offer going to take you to these places, offer you to the boat. It never ends. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. So, and also the other thing is I don't understand this whole wall thing in terms of men are saying that, oh, when you turn 35, you're not going to be invited to the yacht anymore. You're not going to be able to get to, watch Diplo backstage or whatever. And let me tell you something, guys. When you're an 18 to 25-year-old woman, where you used to think it'd be really cool to go behind the DJ booth at a Steve Aoki club or nightclub where Steve Aoki is playing or whatever, and you're behind the booth with them, you think that's great when you're 20. But when you're 35, you're not going to get offers to go backstage to the DJ booth. What the fuck 35-year-old woman wants to go to a club? Guys, at 25, I'm exhausted by clubs. Completely exhausted. So I can imagine that if you're a 20-year-old woman who has already been around the world, who has already been to Ibiza, been to Mykonos, been all these places and done all this partying and all that stuff, what woman in their right fucking mind is at 35 is like, oh no, they're not going to invite me to the Skrillex concert? What wall? It's almost as if, as you get older, your interests change. And you don't think that women's interests change too? They're not going to want to be invited to the party that they've done for the last 15 years in a row. They're not going to want to now do that at 35. Oh no, what if they don't invite me again for the 15th time to Ibiza? They're not going to care, guys. The only reason the only reason people are stressed, or people that are saying, oh, well, you're just not going to be as pretty when you're 30, are the men that are upset that they don't get the women that they want now. That's it. As a woman, if you want a stable, faithful, good, salt of the earth man, your best bet is middle management. All right? Not rich, not with some fucking thing to prove to his high school counselor or his mother who he has a strained relationship with, or his father who wasn't present. Those guys got so much to prove that I promise you, you will be on the back burner. I promise you. That's number one. So if you want a guy that's there for you, on it with you, and consistent, and will be there and support you, think middle management. So you want to meet those guys. Those are the guys that are working on their home at Home Depot on Sundays. Weekend warriors. They're middle management, 9 to 5. They got a light hobby. They go to the gym sometimes. They bike on Saturdays, or rock climb, or table tennis, or whatever the fuck. And then they have some small projects that they work on at their house on Sundays before they're back in the office on Monday. You want middle management, sis. And for those guys, yes, aisle 4 in the light section of the Home Depot. That's your man. That's the one. And he'll be a good man for 30 fucking years. All right? That's the one you want. Trust me. Women think they want really rich guys for the same reason why women think they want very sensitive guys. Some women will tell you with a deadpan look on their eye, in their face, and they'll say, I want a boy who's sensitive, who's emotional and can open up with me, is not afraid to cry with me, and all that stuff. And women will say they want that shit until they get it. Woo! Until you get it. And then you're like, man up. I can't deal with this. You need to man up. That's what it becomes. Okay? So as soon as you start seeing that in real life, you go, ooh, I don't want a sensitive guy anymore. I'm sensitive enough for the both of us. We don't need to. So, same energy. You think you want a super sensitive guy, an artist, musician or something, you know. You think you want that till you get it, and then you think you want to date a really rich guy until you get it. Only certain kinds of women can handle either of those things. Cheating is a rich man's game. Broke men can't afford to cheat. Well, let's put it this way. If you're a broke man, what gives you the audacity? What gives you the audacity to try to cheat? You know what I'm saying? And they do too. It's fucking crazy. Because it's like, yo, you're not busy enough, bro. Like, you need to get your money up. Because there are men that are broke as fuck and will be on Tinder all day, living with their girlfriend or their mama or some shit to try to convince and lure back a woman to your house or his mama's house and your bed or his mama's bed or some crazy shit like that. And I think, like, who the fuck? You just must have so much confidence. Where does it come from? You see? Like, to be broke as fuck, mooching off of some woman, and then just have so much time to just be taking girls on dates, dollar draft beer dates or whatever. That's who gave you the audacity? That's insane. Your priorities are all fucking out of whack. At least if you're gonna cheat, be rich first. And the men that are frustrated that women are expensive, that's like, isn't that a given? When I was growing up, it's always been that women are expensive. I knew if I hit up some girl, hey, you want to go on a date? It was like, that's a me cost. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't have any money, I wouldn't invite the woman on a date. So that's what blows my mind. People are like, oh, all women want is money. All women, they're just interested in your money. And I'm kind of like, yeah, no shit. Isn't that, what? Isn't that part of it? Like, yes, women are interested in men because they have money. Not just because they have money, but it's a big factor. If a woman meets a man, she's already Googled him. She's already glass-doored him. And if he's a doctor or or a lawyer, somebody she knows makes money, she's already talked to her mother about him. Immediately, like within the hour. Mom, you won't believe it. Who I just met. I met him, he's a doctor. Oh my God. She's gonna go, oh my God, honey, that's so nice. Oh, what's he like? But that's what they lead with. They start with that. Oh, he's a doctor? Oh, she's going to stop doing the dishes to talk to you about this. It's important. You see what I'm saying? So, like, being upset that women like guys with money or want men with money is like, no duh, no shit. My daddy told me don't bring no broke men to the house. Well, daddy's right. Because daddy knows that if you're bringing home some broke man, he's going to be paying. He's been paying. Well, who said that to me? Who said that to me? Daddy said. Who said that? My daddy said, H-Town Bay. Listen here, H-Town. Daddy's wise. Because if you come bringing home some broke man, next thing you know, he's going to be paying for your ass well into your 30s, 40s. He's going to be helping you out left and right. He's like, if you bring home some broke man to my house, then I'm going to end up taking care of both of you guys for the next 20 more years. Fuck. God. Give me a break, H-Town, babe. It's too much. I want to at least get a man that's going to replace your cost to me. At least, for fuck's sake. But better if he can invite me over and share with me his nice scotch. That's what I would think. I'd want that. Can he at least put a roof over your head and feed you? Can you just do it as a daughter? Couldn't you do your dad that courtesy to just bring a man home that it can at least put a fucking roof over your head and clothe and feed you? At least. I think everybody should be given that lesson. Don't bring some broke man home because I don't want to be just, I've been paying for your whole life. And daughters ain't cheap, guys. You know they're only allowed to wear outfits once. You know what I'm saying? They go out, they take a picture, and the outfit's over. That's it. Brat summer's expensive. We're back, guys. So, harsh truths about dating. The way I see it, why complain about women being gold diggers? Just let them. And just focus on getting gold. You know, just as a man, just get gold or have gold. And then from there, then date. And don't be mad at women for being gold diggers if you have no gold to dig. That's just obvious, right? So just, the problem is that men are mad at themselves that they can't get the pretty women that they want because they believe that they only want rich guys and not them. And then they just, instead of dealing with their own inadequacies, they project that insecurity onto women and in a frustrating way communicate to amongst themselves. Oh yeah, oh bitches want his money. And then the other loser friends are like, yeah, that's all they want, man. Yeah, well, don't worry. When she's 35, she won't get offers. And it's just like a fucking cycle of loserdom. And it's just like fucking, they might as well sleep with each other. Because then that way they won't be so frustrated. Just sleep with each other. Then y'all won't be frustrated anymore. Ta-da! Don't be a bitch. Just suggest, though, going to places. You know? Like, hey, this looks cool. Oh my God, I saw those pigs in the Bahamas and this looks so cute. We should go there one day. We should go there one day. Turn your camera around and see if his face or how his face looks. We should go to where the pigs are in the Bahamas, at Atlantis. That's how you do it. You can't understand your in-laws, so she doesn't talk to you. Oh my God, you should be so lucky. What the fuck? It's usually the other way. You see, where they just don't ever shut the fuck up, and they're involved in everything. And now you're involved in everything in their life too. And then you'll have to talk about it. And then you have to talk about it when you don't want to talk about it. And then you're dragging your man into it. And then he's getting all defensive because it's your mom. And his mom said some off-color shit to you at dinner. And then you're like, at your husband, you're like, ugh. If you can't understand, you don't get to be involved. That sounds great. She could say some off-the-wall shit about your dry-ass chicken. And you're just going to go, I don't know what you said. And you're happier. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. So count your blessings.